follow sa lahat ng digital channels ng DWIZ, Facebook, YouTube at DWIZ News App. Huwag munang magplano, huwag munang sasabak, huwag munang papasok sa negosyo nang hindi napapanood ang show na Nego Show. Nagpapalaganap ng tamang balita at tamang paglilingkod sa Metro and Mega Manila at buong bansa. Ito ang News and Information Station ng Aliw Broadcasting Corporation. Ito po ang DWIZ. Nagbabalita ng tama, naglilingkod ng tama. Ngayong Pasko hanggang dumating ang 2025.
Hindi mo urong sa pagtulong.
Moving forward kami sa Sulong na Bayan. Ang inyong paboritong public service program ay susulong na naman. Maririnig kami sa bagong time slot na alas 5 hanggang alas 6 ng gabi, Lunes hanggang Biyernes. Sa prime time slot na ito, higit na maraming listeners at viewers ang aabuti ng aming iba't ibang segments tulad ng Gospel Verse a Day, balita sa special sectors tulad ng OFW, senior citizens, Chinoy community at iba pang makabuluhang sektor. Makakasama ang veteran journalist na si Loli Acosta. Mabuhay! Sulong na Bayan!
Good afternoon po sa ating mga nakikinig at nanonood sa Sulong na Bayan, Envoys and Entrepreneurs. Isa na naman pong magandang segment ang inyong mapapanood at kapupulutan ng aral para sa ating mga entrepreneurs dyan. So stay tuned. Maganda po at gwapong-gwapong ating bisita for this afternoon. Ano? Ako po ang inyong host, Ruby Banyares Victorino, at very exciting ang ating topic. And allow me to introduce him. Ito po ang ating studio guest, si Mr. Ito Zamora, ang co-founder and CEO of Thirst Liquor on Demand. O, diba? Ito po, liquor po ang pag-uusapan natin. Mr. Ito Zamora is, as I mentioned, is the co-founder and CEO of Thirst. Liquor on Demand is the country's first and only online beverage marketplace. Through the innovative Thirst app, customers can effortlessly browse and purchase products from a curated selection of stores, revolutionizing the way people shop for liquor. And as he mentioned a while ago, meron na po itong 4,000 products online. With nearly 2 decades of experience in the industry, Ito brings a wealth of knowledge and expertise, having worked with both local importers and renowned international liquor brands. His leadership and passion for the business are driving Thirst to redefine convenience and choice in the world of beverages. So, sa mga nakikinig at nanonood ng Sulong na Bayan, Envoys and Entrepreneurs, i-welcome po natin sa studio Mr. Ito Zamora.
Hi, Ruby.
Hello, Ito. Good afternoon. So, batiin mo naman ang ating mga listeners.
Good afternoon.
Yes. So, let's dive in. Ano? Ang first question natin, can you tell us a little bit about RZTO? Ano ba yung RZTO?
So RCTO is the holding company for Thirst.
Okay.
And Thirst is the brand of the online beverage marketplace.
I see. So, when I browse online, Thirst ang hanapin
Thirst,
ko. That's
yes.
at na-mention Thirst PH. Walang dot, no?
Wala.
Thirst
Yeah,
PH.
Thirst PH.
At na-mention dito kanina that this is the first online beverage marketplace.
Yes.
Wow. So, paano mo ito naisip na
So,
magkaroon ito?
You know, we thought about creating a marketplace. Naisip namin to create a marketplace to differentiate ourselves from online stores. So we wanted sana to create a platform where we can aggregate different brick and mortar businesses together
Yeah.
and put them in one platform so that, you know, consumers can find the best deals for the beverages that they want to order.
Wow, very nice. Alam niyo po, marami kong kaibigan sa liquor business At karamihan sa kanila, alam mo ito, 'di ba? Parang sabi nila, when you are in the liquor business, ano ka, parang manginginom ka, 'di ba? Ikaw ba ganun din? How did you come up with this idea na ikaw mismo will venture into the liquor business?
Well, I was involved in the liquor industry. Right after I graduated college, my first job was already in the liquor industry. Basically, I since I graduated, I needed a job. And I ended up in the liquor industry. After that, working with different multinational brands, we saw an opportunity that online was up and coming.
Okay.
And in 2019, I decided to quit my corporate job and
Oh, wow.
try to do it on my own.
So how many years ka sa corporate?
Since 2007.
2007.
Yeah, so about,
Wow.
yeah,
Oh, yeah.
13 years or so.
13 years, and then you put up your own business.
Correct, yeah.
So is then 13 years enough experience for you to put up your own
Well,
business?
I don't think there's a right answer to that.
Yes.
Diba? But sometimes you feel this need that you need to try something for yourself, and
Yeah.
you need to bet on yourself.
Yeah.
Diba? So, and that's what you did.
Yes.
Leaving a nice, cushy corporate job, diba?
Yes.
To venture the entrepreneur route is a big step.
So sabi nga nila, para walang boss, ikaw na lang ang boss, di ba?
Boss, utusan, trabahador, lahat.
Yeah, I
everything.
remember when I put up my business, ikaw na ang nagkokolekta, ikaw na naglilinis sa opisina mo, lahat and everything.
You have
no?
to be prepared.
Yes, which is a good experience, no? For hindi naman tayo pinanganak na may negosyo na ang ating mga pamilya, but for this one, this is very kumbaga satisfying for us entrepreneurs, ano? And you mentioned kanina that you opened your business o nagka-idea ka in 2019. Tama ba? And a few months after, nag-declare ng pandemic. 'Di ba? So, ano to? Sinimulan mo ba to ng 2019 or nag-open up ka nung 2020 na iyong liquor store?
So we started our business in February of 2020.
2020. Okay.
So just about 45 days before the pandemic.
Wow.
And the lockdowns happened. And we had no choice but to just take it one step
Yeah.
at a time, take it day by day, diba?
Yes.
And start the business and get it up and running during the pandemic.
So you still continued?
Yes.
Kahit may declaration na ng lockdown or...
We opened in April of 2020.
Oh, kasi
Reopened.
reopen. Okay.
In
So,
April
I could imagine, di ba, February you started it, tapos nag-declare ng March, and then you reopen in April. So, konti lang naman pala yung,
Yeah, about a
yung
month.
months. Oh, and
About
then,
a month.
and then how's the operation during the pandemic time?
Oh, that was, again, a bit tough for us. We had to follow a lot of guidelines diba, in terms of the rules during the pandemic. Diba? So, it was quite tough. And, we just had to find ways of getting through it day by day. Diba? One good thing, maybe, we were still a new business, or we just started the business during the pandemic, a month before.
Yeah.
So there was no established ways of working.
All right.
So
You can adjust.
we were easily able to adjust.
Yeah, you can adjust. Oh, that's good. That's good. So, merong pros and cons, but I think on your part, it's more of an advantageous. You saw the opportunity during that time. Okay. So, ano ang impact ng pandemic o yung COVID-19? Kasi 'di ba, karamihan po sa atin during the pandemic, although the economy opened a bit, but it's more of the food industry talagang nag-flourish because everybody's in their homes, nakastuck tayo sa bahay, and we keep on eating, no? I don't know if it also goes through with the liquor aspect. So pag liquor ba, ganun din? May demand din during the pandemic?
Well, yes, there was actually a lot. Again, there was nothing much to do. People didn't have ways of socializing with each other. So,
So sila,
yeah, just have
nagiinuman
a few
sila.
drinks, diba? With their,
Okay.
on Zoom with their family,
Oh,
diba?
yeah.
Mga ganyan. So, it grew actually during the pandemic.
Wow.
Yeah.
Yes. So ang growth mo, can you describe it? Say, nag-double ba or
Well,
you
for
saw
us,
significant growth?
For us, since we started just in February of 2020, our baseline was really the pandemic volume, so which grew and helped our business get known to a lot of consumers. So
yeah.
it did help us get the brand known
Yes.
to others.
Yeah. And siguro one thing good about you is papunta ka na dun eh. So, February before the pandemic, you are already about to launch your online, di ba?
Yes, yes.
So, yung during the pandemic days, alam naman natin, talagang nag-flourish yung mga online business. And it's a good timing for you pa rin, di ba? Oo. So, anong challenges ang na-encounter mo? Are there any regulations when it comes to the liquor industry during this time? Na
Well,
pandemic?
during this time or during the pandemic?
During the
During the
pandemic, and siguro up to this time.
Yeah, during the pandemic, again, I think it was a lot of liquor bans, which is unprecedented actually in our industry. Usually, there's only a liquor ban during elections,
Yeah.
which is only lasts for about a day or two at the most. But this one, I think there were only 2 cities in NCR that did not impose a liquor ban, which was Makati and I think Taguig was the other city. So yeah, that was very challenging for us, you know. So we had to adapt. Since our business was located in Makati, we were allowed to operate. So we innovated by having what we call curbside pickup. So people would place their orders and basically pick it up from, you know, we'd prepare it and pick it up from a certain
The
point.
nearest place. Okay.
Yeah.
So, you handle delivery also?
We also handled delivery, but again, we could only deliver within 2 cities.
Makati and
Taguig, if I'm not
Taguig.
mistaken.
What is the rationale behind? Bakit silang dalawa lang ang nag-open?
It was a local government decision. Kasi all liquor bans were imposed by the local government. And the LGUs had the decision whether they wanted to impose it or not.
I see. Okay. Yeah. And I think naging possible naman ata kasi 'di ba parang pwede ka naman mag-inuman sa loob ng bahay mo.
Correct.
Ang hindi lang siguro nila ina-allow is you invite other people kasi baka magkahawan.
Social gathering.
Yeah, social gathering baka magkahawan kayo. But speaking of social gatherings, eto po magpapasko na naman, 'di ba? Malapit na. Actually, as early as now we have parties left and right at talaga namang in demand ang iyong mga products, no? So, let's go from your bigger business for you, starting from the online liquor store, and you mentioned that you already have your marketplace.
Correct, yeah.
Yeah.
So, back in mid-May of 2022, we reviewed the business and we looked at pivoting to a marketplace. And, you know, coming from an online store where, you know, we had a certain number of products that we were selling, we were pricing it at our own way, our own prices. We decided to see how we could aggregate different importers, distributors, and wholesalers and give them the platform to get their products sold online. And we decided to take that pivot into our business, and in May of 2023, we launched Thirst as a beverage marketplace.
So, hindi lang ito particular on liquor, so alcoholic, meron din kayong non-alcoholic products.
Correct.
Wow. So, it grew na. So, from how many product lines before?
When we were an online liquor store, we had about 800 SKUs of products. To now we have about a little over 4,000.
Wow. So, 800 to 4,000. Ang dami na nun. Ang daming choices nun, no? Okay. Very good, very good. So, in a highly competitive industry like liquor, dami mong kalaban, di ba? What would you say set your company apart from the others, no? Na nandyan na. Say, they have already the monopoly of the industry.
Well, I think we work together with these importers and distributors and wholesalers. We work together with them by providing them a new sales channel. So we're not
okay.
basically
You're not directly
challenging them.
Yeah.
We're actually want to be partners with them by offering them a new sales channel that will coexist with their current business.
Oh, okay. So basically, you're not a direct competitor with them, but you complement them. You work with them, yeah, by being another platform for them to sell their products. Wow. So is that a good business? Yung ating marketplace na yan. Nagkalat ang mga marketplace ngayon eh.
Well, it's an industry in its infancy in the Philippines, and if we look at more established markets or countries, diba, that are more established than our own, e-commerce has really changed the consumer purchase behavior of the people, no? And I think it's a good thing for us, to develop that business, that industry. And I was saying that how many times in your lifetime can you actually be a part of an industry still in its infancy? Diba?
Yes, yeah.
Yun yung parang for me, that's the
So,
exciting part.
Yes, masasabi mong you were there from the beginning.
Correct.
Until it grew, no, and become a big industry. Oo. So, how did you mentioned about the change in behavior. Okay. What particular changes in behavior that you saw or experienced at the time and still up to now na advantageous for business like you, the beverages and the liquor?
Well, I think it's good to have a selection of products available. And I think having a marketplace now does not limit us from having a certain list of SKUs only. So we can go from high to low to different types of products. And such a wide array of products, diba, is always good to have, because you never know what type of product the consumer wants. And us having a marketplace allows us to do that, because we work with multiple merchants, importers, stores, and distributors.
I see. So, di ba there are a lot of online stores right now. Say, for example, Rostan's, or when you go to Robinson's, different supermarkets, they have their online store. And if you're going to look at their site, may mga liquor na rin doon eh. Diba? They can also select. Do you think it's more advantageous in the consumer behavior or consumer like me to go for a site specifically for a certain category versus I go to Rustan's and check their product lines, and then I go to the liquor and check it?
I think for
Parang
us,
targeted, no? Parang ganun.
we tried to create a niche marketplace. We want to be known as your go-to for anything beverage. When you look at other, let's say, marketplaces or online stores or supermarkets that are online, you're going there for certain essential goods that you need. Mostly, probably, food items. Diba? On our platform, we focus on the beverage part, and we now actually have more offers in terms of beverages than those groceries and supermarkets.
Oh yeah. So basta all the beverages you have that, so they can already go kung may particular needs sila. That's very nice. Okay. So looking forward, how do you assess the viability of the liquor industry? So siguro hindi lang ito liquor, di ba? Let's talk of the whole beverage industry.
Well,
So-
I think, maybe liquor is something that we can look at. It's a very old industry. It's been, there's always been a liquor industry ever since in history.
Yes.
So people drink when times are good. People have a drink when times are bad. But it just depends on what they drink. So I think it's a industry that has a long history. And will continue to keep on growing. There may be certain trends that people will follow, and the industry will have to adapt to, or the brands will have to adapt to. But it's a very, I would say, lucrative industry.
It's a look. I heard daw yan eh. Hindi ba? Tama ba? Pag beverage or liquid product, times 2, times 3 ba yan?
Well, it depends. Actually,
Diba?
it depends. For us, since you're getting the products directly from the importers, distributors, and wholesalers. So the prices are very, very competitive in terms
Yeah.
of retail price.
Uh-huh.
Now, if you buy it from the bars and restaurants, that's when you see
Higher price, yeah, because they put already their service as a part of it, no? Ah, that's good. Yes. So, in terms of what do you think are the key opportunities for growth? Meron pa ba tayong pwedeng i-grow dyan or i-improve pagdating sa ating industry?
Well, I think there's always a lot of room to grow. There are new product segments that people are looking at. A new trend now that's starting is called low ABV. So it's
Low
low
ABV.
alcohol
Okay.
spirits
Uh-huh.
and products. So there's you're looking at a healthier consumer. So there are now organic and gluten-free
Really?
spirits.
Oh. Uh-huh.
So I think that's a segment that people are tapping into because again, there's always a need to have a drink, but if there's a healthier option, then why
Yeah.
not? That's another market that people
Yeah.
are looking at.
So before, 'di ba, parang 5% ba ang alcohol? Something like that.
It depends.
It
Really
depends.
depends on the type of liquor product. So it can be as low as 5% or even lower to wine, which is typically around 12 to 15%.
12 to 15.
And
So,
then spirits at about 40% to 55%.
so ngayon, anong changes ngayon sa market? From 40% sa spirit, ilan na lang ang to offer it to a much mas healthy. Ang ganun ba ang mina-market nila?
So in terms of not necessarily the alcohol content, but if it is gluten-free, example, if there's no gluten in the process that is being produced, like certain vodkas, certain wines are now promoting that they are organic made with no pesticides and
Okay,
it's just
okay.
organically grown
Yeah.
grapes. Diba? So those are new things that they're looking at. Low
Yeah.
ABV naman is a trend in terms of people want to have a drink but they don't want to have
The
buzz.
yes.
Diba? So they bring the alcohol volume down but you still feel a little bit but diba, you can have a nice parang night out pa rin.
Yeah, and socialize with your
Socialize
friends.
with your
Yes. So nandun pa rin yung aspect of socialization without you getting
Getting too
tipsy
buzzed.
or may hangover, something like that, the following day. So you can still socialize, drink, and go to office the following day.
Exactly.
Parang- so yun yung trend ngayon.
Yeah.
Oh.
Low ABV.
Low AVB ang tawag.
Yeah,
AVB stands for
Alcohol by volume. So low ABV.
alcohol by volume. Okay. Oo. And then yan yung mga mahilig po sa party pwede niyo hong hanapin yung mga products na yan na AVB. Low alcohol by volume.
Yeah, so lower alcohol content.
So may mga may mga particular na you can find it in other stores na or available
it's
na
a trend that's
sa
coming
mga
in. So there are certain what you call liquor products that are already coming into the market for that. But it's generally a trend abroad for now.
Okay.
But as you know, diba, we adapt easily. The Filipino culture adapts easily to foreign influence.
Saan to nag-start?
Well, again, primarily in the US.
Sa US. Okay. Oo. Pardon my ignorance. Ano yung gluten-free na sinasabi natin? Anong purpose nun for the health or
It's about diba, the gluten, what you call it's how we get certain people cannot process gluten when they digest it.
Okay, okay.
And so there are certain spirits already that are really advertising that it is a gluten-free product. If you look at a lot of supermarket items, also food items, diba, they always come up with gluten-free, gluten-free brownies, gluten-free cookies.
Okay.
ganyan. So liquor is now adapting to that because
okay.
there are already some liquor products that have already been gluten-free ever since that they were produced, but now they're capitalizing on that trend of having or putting that label out that they are green.
Oh, I see. Oo. Pero ito, in all liquor lines? Or may particular lang? Say, red wine or spirits? Or
In pretty much a lot of the
In
liquor,
all of it.
spirits or different categories.
Okay, interesting. Ha? So, you mentioned kanina that you have a lot of partners in the business. Yung mga, anong tawag natin dyan, merchant, di ba?
Stores.
So, stores, no? In your online marketplace. So, do you believe that there are particular strategies such as your partnerships, technology adoption, or diversification that can help smaller businesses, no, remain competitive in the current market?
I believe that partnership is very key. We can't go on and do everything alone. You know, we need strategic partners to be with to grow your business, to grow your product lines, to grow even your consumer base. You know, so I think partnerships is a very key thing. Diversifying is also key. I think, you know, seeing what the other opportunities are within the business that you already have, and seeing how maybe you can capitalize on certain things that might be an opportunity, you know, for you. So it's always good to also maybe not keep everything in all your eggs, diba, they say, in one basket.
Yes,
Diba?
oo. Yung partnership kasi parang for us entrepreneurs, no, madali yung partnership eh. So you get to partner, di ba? Pero yung diversification, it's kind of challenging, no? Kasi
very
it's
challenging.
risky, no? So when we come back, so we'll have a break first, no? I would like to ask from you, ano ang mga naging challenges mo when you diversified? Okay, so time check po muna tayo and break. So ang Philippine Standard Time is 5:24. So magbabalik po tayo.
Oras hatid sa inyo ng Pagcor.
That time check was brought to you by MX3.
MX3 capsule helps avoid pain discomfort. Iwas-iwas sa sakit.
Si Miss Loli Acosta, Sulong na Bayan sa DWIZ 882. Ang bahaging ito ay inihatid sa inyo ng PCSO. Hindi umuurong sa pagtulong.
Spirit with Batang San Miguel. Ilabas! Magkwentuhan tayo. Spirit na ilabas mo. Makikinig ako. Spirit na ilabas ang kwento. Mag San Miguel tayo. Spirit na ilabas mo. Ang San Miguel Philippines. Sarap laging kasama. Drink responsibly.
Panatilihing masaya ang paglilibang. Magtakda na oras at limitahan ang gastos sa paglalaro. Huwag magsugal kung nalulungkot. Huwag hayaang makasira ng buhay at pamilya. Para sa impormasyon ukol sa responsible gaming, tumawag lamang sa hotline number 02-8404-0171 o bisitahin ang www.casinofilipino.ph. Isang mensahe mula sa Pagcor. Gambling is for 21 years old and above only. Keep it fun. Game responsibly.
Adik ka na ba sa sugal? Lagi ka bang nakakaramdam na matinding udyok na magsugal? Laging gigil na makabawi sa pagkatalo? Naglalaan ka ba ng mas malaking oras at salapi para sa sugal sa halip na para sa pamilya? Nababaon ka na ba sa utang at nagbebenta ng mga ari-arian dahil sa pagsusugal? Kung kailangan mo ng tulong o maging ang isang mahal mo sa buhay, may mga programa ang Philippine Amusement and Gaming Corporation o PAGCOR tulad ng Player Exclusion Program at iba pa. Para sa dagdag na detalye at impormasyon tungkol sa problem gambling, mag-log on sa www.pagcor.ph/regulatory/responsible.ph. Isang paalala mula sa PAGCOR. Game safely, game responsibly.
Minsan sabaw na feeling. Call someone sweet and refreshing. Life refreshingly sweet with San Miguel flavored beer. Oh, let's bang araw at ang feeling ay sad. We don't like that. With friends you can refresh, so enjoy lahat. We all like that.
Mary's here. Make life refreshingly sweet with San Miguel flavored beer. Enjoy the flavors of apple, lemon, and lychee with just the right beer buzz.
Life refreshingly sweet with San Miguel flavored beer.
Drink responsibly.
Hindi umuurong sa pagtulong, kawang gawa sa lahat sinusulong. PCSO, PCSO. Hindi umuurong sa pagtulong.
Visit Isuzu Gencars Makati, Isuzu Santa Rosa, Isuzu Batangas Santo Tomas, Isuzu Batangas City, Isuzu San Pablo, Isuzu Legazpi, and Isuzu Naga.
Papalakas ng papalakas, palinaw ng palinaw, mga balita at impormasyong naiintindihan dahil malinaw mong nalaman. Tutok lang sa DWIZ mula umaga hanggang gabi. Updated on air and online. DWIZ, nagbabalita ng tama, naglilingkod ng tama.
Ang balitang ito ay hatid sa inyo ng Petron. Petron knows you deserve only the best.
Latest, pinakabago at tama. DWIZ News Catch Up. News Catch Up.
Pilipinas, narito na ang mga tamang balita sa oras na ito. Batas na mag-iimbestiga sa 11 bilyong pisong halaga ng mga gamot at bakunang nasira, isinusulong sa Kamara. Detalye ng balita mula kay Patrol 30, Jelly Mendez.
Isinusulong sa Kamara ang panukalang batas na mag-iimbestiga sa mahigit 11 bilyong pisong halaga ng mga gamot at mga bakunang nasaya sa mga pasilidad ng Department of Health. Kasunod ito ang inilabas na report ng Commission on Audit na umabot sa 11.18 billion pesos ng mga gamot, bakuna at iba pang medical supplies. Kabilang na dito ang mahigit 7 milyong vials ng vaccines ang nasayang dahil yan sa hindi mga nagamit. Sa inihaing House Resolution number 2117 ni Agri Party List Representative Wilbert Lee, bubusisiin ang bilyong-bilyong pisong halaga ng mga napasong gamot, mga bakuna at medical supplies. Naniniwala ang mambabatas na ang pagpapabaya at hindi bastang paggamit sa mga gamot at bakuna ay malinaw ng pag-abandona sa tungkulin at paglabag sa kanilang mandato. Anya patunay ito na mahina ang sistema ng distribusyon at monitoring at hindi naging maayos ang pagpaplano sa pagbili ng mga bakuna at gamot. Ayon kay Congressman Lee, dapat magsagawa ang Kongreso ng pagsisiyasat sa mga proseso ng pagbili at logistics ng DOH upang panagutin ang mga opisyal at tauhang sangkot upang matukoy ang ugat ng problema at matiyak na magagamit ng maayos at basto ang pampublikong yaman sa kalusugan. Pinagsusumite rin Congressman Lee ang DOH ng comprehensive report para sa Kongreso hinggil sa kalagayan ng mga napasong gamot at mga bakuna. Una nangako ang DOH na magbibigay ng mga gamot at bakuna sa mga pampublikong ospital. Subalit nabigo silang isumite ito sa Kongreso dahil muling ipinanawagan ni Congressman Lee ang pagbibitiw ni Health Secretary Ted Herbosa dahil sa hindi matugunang issue sa sektor ng pangkalusugan. Ito si Patrol 30, Jelly Mendez sa Buulat para sa Impinang Metodong Lakas sa DWIZ. Nagbabalita ng tama, naglilingkod ng tama.
DWIZ News Catch Up. News Catch Up.
At sa iba pang balita, ikinalugod ng Teachers Dignity Coalition ang direktiba ni Pangulong Ferdinand Marcos Jr. sa Department of Budget and Management at Department of Education na magtulungan para itaas sa 20,000 piso ang Service Recognition Incentive ng public school teachers. Kaugnay nito, umaasa rin ng TDC na maisusulong din ang aumento sa sahod ng mga guro at education workers. Una nang hiniling ng TDC ang 15,000 pisong across the board salary increase para sa mga ito.
DWIZ News Catch Up. News Catch Up.
At yan ang mga tamang balita sa mga oras na ito. Mag-follow at subscribe sa lahat ng DWIZ News digital channels, Facebook, Instagram, YouTube, TikTok, X, DWIZ News app at DWIZ News website. Ako po si Gia Rafael, nagbabalita ng tama, naglilingkod ng tama.
Oras-oras nagbabalita ng tama, naglilingkod ng tama. DWIZ News Catch Up. News Catch Up.
Ang balitang ito ay inihatid sa inyo ng Petron. Petron knows you deserve only the best.
DWIZ. Ang bahaging ito ay hatid sa inyo ng PCSO. Hindi umuurong sa pagtulong. Si Miss Loli Acosta, Sulong na Bayan sa DWIZ 882.
Alright, good afternoon. Nagbabalik po ang ating programa, Sulong na Bayan, Envoys at and entrepreneur. Napakaganda po ng topic natin na dinidiscuss kanina at magpapatuloy po tayo because this is a very interesting topic of online marketplace. But this is particularly for the liquor and beverages business. So, ito po ang ating panauhin ay si Mr. Ito Zamora at meron po tayo kaninang hanging question. So, Ito, tatanong ko na uli. So you mentioned kanina that diversification is important para sa mga businesses to remain competitive. So ano ang naging diversification ng TERS na naisip mo to do and to venture into, and ano ba ang mga naging challenges na hinarap natin?
Well, coming from us, again, I think one of the pivots that we did was from an online store into a beverage marketplace now, and working with multiple. I think now we have about 65 different stores on our platform before, compared to just being alone.
Yeah, and 4,000
and 4,000 products from the previously 800 products that we had. And I think also is one of the key things that we did was we built a software. And we are thinking and looking at ourselves as more than just a trading business like a marketplace. But we want to look at ourselves more like an IT or a tech business. Because through that software, we would like to enable other businesses to create their own marketplaces as well. So that's a kind of diversification that we're doing with
it's a big jump, no? From before na you are the one selling, now you have multiple sellers in your platform. Yes. So, hindi ka ba natakot doon as an entrepreneur? Di ba yung iba parang takot na takot mag-venture sa gano'n, yung mga entrepreneurs, and they are stuck with their particular business for how many years already?
I think innate in an entrepreneur is to just go for it.
Go for it.
To try.
Yes. Yeah.
Diba? I think that's key. And I think that's really my advice to anyone also that, wants to be an entrepreneur. Like, I never thought I was going to be an entrepreneur. I was comfortable in a corporate job.
Yeah.
But I found something and I saw an opportunity and I decided to take that leap. So I think it's just really about just going for it and trying.
Yes, yes. And I think it's innate to us entrepreneurs na once you become an entrepreneur, you are actually pushing or wishing for a bigger things. No? Hindi lang yung sarili mo that you go to a job, you get paid, no? But you want to help other people also.
Yeah.
You have you are employing say staff, employees, no, that you get to help their families as well.
Yeah.
So I think that is the helping aspect is there, no. But talking about partnership, kasi di ba 3 years pa lang you said, no, from a simple online store to a marketplace, you've already developed a lot of partners. No? So, ano yung tingin mong naging key? Kasi yung iba, they would not trust a company who's just bago pa lang, di ba? So, but in your case, you have a lot of big companies as partners in the marketplace. So, ano ang tingin mo ang naging key ng TERS to be partnering with these giant companies?
I think they also saw the opportunity. They also see that there's something in it for them. And, from our, and I guess it's just really about seeing that opportunity for them to be able to reach a broader audience of people. Diba?
Yeah.
And having a more compelling offer, diba, to them that you can provide something, diba, to them. Now, it may work, it may not work, but if they don't try it also, they'll never know. Diba?
Kala ko nakuha sa charm mo eh. Or nakuha sa apelido mo kasi Zamora. So how are you related to the Zamoras of and side question, sa Zamoras of the San Juan?
There's a relation but not in our direct line.
I see. Okay. Kala ko mga kamag-anak mo, mga politicians, no? So, talking about leadership. So let's go to the leadership aspect now. As a leader, how do you ensure that your business remains adaptable to future challenges?
I think listening to your coworkers. A lot of our my coworkers in the office are much younger than me. So we listening to their ideas, listening to trends, listening to what they're looking for. I think that's always a good way to be. That's like your direct focus group already there. And I think also when you listen to your coworkers, and then they also see that their decisions or suggestions are being implemented in the business, also keeps them wanting to be a part of that business
To work
as well.
and to be a team player.
Correct.
Very important, that you get to respect their decisions, their opinions also are something that is
It's valuable.
To your business. It's a good leadership's character, no? In terms of corporate social responsibility, so how does TERS contribute to supporting the economy or the
Well,
community?
We have a drive now called Proudly Pinoy.
Okay.
So Proudly Pinoy is a category of local craft and other liquor and beverage products that are being produced by different producers in the Philippines. And through our platform, we are able to give them a store online to be able to sell these products and get it out to other people, so to possible consumers. So I think that's something that we're very proud of also, that at least, we are able to showcase these proudly Pinoy-made beverages.
Ano to? Alcoholic, non-alcoholic?
Primarily alcoholic.
Alcoholic.
Yeah.
So,
But there's some also non-alcoholic.
ano to, mga lambanog, gano'n?
There's lambanog, local craft beers, certain locally produced wines.
Wow. Okay.
Yeah, so there's quite a few products already. And we hope to be building that. So if there are any listeners here that are,
Yes, you want to be
locally,
producers
of
wine.
beverage products, please look at
Contact them.
us. Yeah, contact
Yes,
us.
Yes, and ito will help you grow your business, no? At makilala po siya nationwide. Kasi you are in nationwide operation, right?
For now, we are still within NCR, but within the next few weeks, we will be opening up nationwide already.
I see.
For deliveries to be done nationwide.
Yeah, so let's talk about more of your Proudly Pinoy merchants, right? Yeah, merchants. So, ilang percentage ito ng current business nyo sa ngayon?
I would say that we would have maybe about 8 to 10%.
8 to 10%.
Yeah.
And how many product lines do they have in your system?
They have maybe about 2 or 3 different categories that they are a part of.
So mga more than 20.
Out of the 24 different categories that we have.
I see. So ano to, say 20 of kinds, 20 kinds
Oh yeah,
of the product.
in terms of SKUs.
SKUs.
In terms of SKUs, there's probably maybe about 30 different SKUs.
30 different. Marami-rami na rin iyon, no? Yeah. Oo. I think we should of course push for the sales of this mga Pinoy products that we are truly proud of.
Yeah.
What can you say about their ano tawag doon, taste or itsura niya, or are their packagings, are they competitive?
Oh, yes.
To our imported brands?
Yes. In terms of taste, no. Again, we have Filipinos are very global. So we have a lot of influences coming from abroad. So within that, it's a mix of different cultures already, and so we know how to adapt to what other nationalities may like in terms of taste. Now, in terms of packaging and design, I think we have very, very talented artists here in the Philippines, and the labels that they come up with, even the bottle designs that they have are fantastic looking, premium.
Premium talaga. Hindi mo akalang
products.
proudly Pinoy, no?
Well,
Pinoy
that's why
made.
we'd be proud. Proudly Pinoy is really a global type of product.
Yeah, I see. Wow. So, but when you put it side by side, say in your e-commerce site, hindi mo halata na Pinoy yun. Or they have a distinction na, may pagka-native ito, these are the trademarks of the Filipino, di ba?
There are some, but there are also other products that look very generic naman, that you wouldn't really know that it is
That
a
they're made.
Filipino-made product, diba? But there are some products also, even just with the names alone, that are already Filipino-sounding in nature.
Yes, Filipino in nature. Does it help in marketing?
I think it does, because there's a story that they can tell about the product, and I think very important, aside from taste also, is, and then the visually looking box is, people like to know stories. People like to know how and why this product was made, or what was it made from, or how was it produced.
Oo. Kasi 'di ba pag sinabi mong San Miguel beer, alam mo na kaagad, eh. 'Di ba?
Hundreds of years of history already.
So how we wish, 'di ba? Meron din tayong mga ganito na locally produced products. So saan to mostly? Which part of our country?
Iba-iba eh. There's a lot coming from the north.
North.
Yeah,
producer
there's a
din
lot
sila.
coming from the
Okay.
north, especially when it comes to beer products. But also in the south, like you mentioned nga, Lambanog and
Quezon ba yan?
Brahms. Mga
Quezon,
ganon,
mga
iba-iba.
ganon,
Like Batangas.
Batangas, oo. Yeah.
Also.
Wow. So, thank you, Ito, at na-consider nyo ang mga proudly Pinoy products for your CSR, no? So, as we approach the end of 2024, so ilang days na lang po, parang, how many days na lang for Christmas? I think it's 15 days. So, we're now December 10.
15
Nako,
days.
Merry Christmas po sa inyong lahat. So, as we approach the end of 2024, what are some of the key lessons you've learned in the business, as a business leader, through this period of uncertainty? So, alam naman po natin what is happening in our country and also internationally. So, itong uncertainty or nararamdaman natin ngayon, ano sa tingin mo as a business leader ang mga lessons learned? Yeah.
I think getting, number one is, I think, getting yourself out there and getting your business out there. Again, you should be the best spokesperson for your business. The only one that can really talk about your business is you. Diba?
Yeah.
And I think you have to get out of your shell and really talk to people about what your business is. And I think number two is also joining supportive business communities.
Okay. So,
Is
you'll be
very
part of that
crucial.
community. Yeah.
Yes. So I think that's very crucial also to be part of supportive business communities or with other entrepreneurs as well.
So, you network. So, it's very
Basically, you
important
network,
aspect of the business. Wow, napakaganda po ng tips sa atin ni Ito. At sa pagbabalik po natin, i-discuss natin ano ba ang maipapayo niya, saan ba pwedeng mag-network ang ating mga entrepreneurs so they can expand their business, no? At mag-grow po ang kanilang business. So, time check po muna tayo and break. Philippine Standard Time, 5:46 p.m.
Si Miss Loli Acosta, Sulong na Bayan sa DWIZ 882. Oras hatid sa inyo ng Pagcor.
That time check was brought to you by Bingo Plus. Download Bingo Plus app now in Google Play and App Store for a chance to win up to 154 million pesos of jackpot prize. Visit bingoplus.com to learn more. With Bingo Plus, bingo sa saya plus sa panalo.
Minsan sabaw na feeling. Call someone sweet and refreshing. Life refreshingly sweet with San Miguel flavored beer. Oh, let's bang araw at ang feeling ay sad. We don't like that. With friends you can refresh, so enjoy lahat. We are like that.
Mary's here. Make life refreshingly sweet with San Miguel flavored beer. Enjoy the flavors of apple, lemon, and lychee with just the right beer buzz.
Life refreshingly sweet with San Miguel flavored beer.
Drink responsibly.
Panatilihing masaya ang paglilibang. Magtakda na oras at limitahan ang gastos sa paglalaro. Huwag magsugal kung nalulungkot. Huwag hayaang makasira ng buhay at pamilya. Para sa impormasyon ukol sa responsible gaming, tumawag lamang sa hotline number 02-8404-0171 o bisitahin ang www.casinofilipino.ph. Isang mensahe mula sa Pagcor. Gambling is for 21 years old and above only. Keep it fun. Game responsibly.
Adik ka na ba sa sugal? Lagi ka bang nakakaramdam na matinding udyok na magsugal? Laging gigil na makabawi sa pagkatalo? Naglalaan ka ba ng mas malaking oras at salapi para sa sugal sa halip na para sa pamilya? Nababaon ka na ba sa utang at nagbebenta ng mga ari-arian dahil sa pagsusugal? Kung kailangan mo ng tulong o maging ang isang mahal mo sa buhay, may mga programa ang Philippine Amusement and Gaming Corporation o PAGCOR tulad ng Player Exclusion Program at iba pa. Para sa dagdag na detalye at impormasyon tungkol sa problem gambling, mag-log on sa www.pagcor.ph/regulatory/responsible.ph. Isang paalala mula sa PAGCOR. Game safely, game responsibly.
Spirit with Batang San Miguel. Ilabas! Magkwentuhan tayo. Spirit na ilabas mo. Makikinig ako. Spirit na ilabas ang kwento. Pag San Miguel tayo. Spirit na ilabas mo. Ang San Miguel Philippines. Sarap laging kasama. Drink responsibly. Hindi umuurong sa pagtulong, kawang-gawa sa lahat sinusulong. PCSO, PCSO. Hindi umuurong sa pagtulong ang PCSO.
Vitamin E ng Farex, 995 pesos per capsule SRP lang. Kayang araw-arawin. Farex, 995 pesos per capsule SRP lang. Kayang araw-arawin.
Farex D-alpha tocopherol acetate vitamin E. Ang vitamin E ng Farex. If symptoms persist, consult your doctor.
Ang vitamin E na kayang araw-arawin. DWIZ! Si Miss Loli Acosta, Sulong na Bayan sa DWIZ 882.
Alright, good afternoon. Nagbabalik pong muli ang ating Sulong na Bayan, Envoys and Entrepreneurs. So kanina po binigyan tayo ng magagandang tip ni Ito Zamora, no? Tungkol sa ating business and how are we going to expand it, make it stable. Unang-una yung sinasabi niya pong be present in the market. So in short, ang tinatawag po ito ay market promotion. Kailangan makilala ang inyong brand and at the same time you go for networking. So ito, anong networking ba ang saan ba to dapat pumunta? Anong mga dapat nilang salihan just to make sure that they have connections that can help their businesses?
Yeah, I think, business groups like PCCI, the Chamber of Commerce, is a very good group to be a part of. We have other business groups called BNI also.
BNI stands for?
Business Network International.
Alright.
So it's a group of entrepreneurs from different chapters. And I think different, being part of those groups will just really broaden your horizons, no? And again, your network, which is crucial.
Yeah.
Because like what I said, you can't really do things alone. You want to be surrounded by maybe smarter people than you.
Yes, and those with experience also.
Exactly.
So that when you have your downside, you can also learn from them because they've been there already. Or ikaw naman on your own, you can also help them rise, no, and give them some tips. So in your particular experience, how did this networking group help your business grow?
It gave us an instant customer base.
So meron na. Okay. So naka-network ka na, may customer ka pa.
Yeah, because
may mga tips ka pa sa business.
Oh, because 'di ba parang again, our products, it was easier for our products because it's a commodity, basically. So everyone kind of needed our product. So it was an instant customer base. And two is we actually found the people that you need to work with to actually improve your business. So parang it enabled you to be able to do a certain development or aspect of your business because you didn't have that expertise or you didn't know where you could maybe search for that or look for that type of service.
Yeah.
Diba? And again, because of your networking and being surrounded by these types of businesses, and exposing yourself and your business to these types of groups, you get to learn what the other businesses are of the other members.
Yes, you get to get other ideas.
Correct. Yeah. And how maybe you can work together also and collaborate and what services that they offer that you may also need.
Oh, yes.
Diba?
Yeah, very good. At saka, di ba, when you get to network with them, you know them better and you develop trust. No? And it's easy for you to do business because you trust each other. You know how they work, you know their character is very important for a business partnership. So hindi po tayo basta nakikipag-partner kung kani-kanino, but we also check their character, their vision about their products, right? So wala ka namang na-encounter dyan na nag-compete sa'yo or di ba? Imbes na advantageous, naging disadvantageous, di ba?
So far naman, none. So far naman, in my 5-year entrepreneurial journey, diba? Wala pa naman.
Yeah.
But most of the people that I've met have been a very supportive group of people.
Wow, nice. Yeah. So, ilang taon ka na sa BNI as a member?
I started in BNI in 2021.
2021. And with PCCI?
And PCCI for a year.
A year, wow, yes. So, very nice. So, BNI and PCCI, hanapin niyo po yan. Pwede kayong mag-network. You can be a member of those organization and network with other fellow entrepreneurs like you. So, what role do you see entrepreneurs playing in the overall recovery of our economy? And how can more entrepreneurs be empowered to lead the way forward?
I think entrepreneurship is really key for the country to grow. You know, we need to be able to encourage. I wish actually entrepreneurship was really even taught in school at a very young age instead of certain subjects that you wouldn't really need. Diba? But you know, if it's the way for us to really develop, you know, and grow and be competitive, and you know, and try and hopefully get back some talent that have been leaving the Philippines and get them back, you know. But I think there also needs to have a lot of support from the government. Diba? And other foundations or business groups or whatsoever, diba? To really push and give opportunities for entrepreneurs. As you know, Ruby, it's very difficult to be an entrepreneur here in the Philippines.
True.
Diba?
Kailangan meron kang baong tiyaga.
So many.
Tawag dito, yes.
So, you know, I think that's the key because we have so many bright and people with with hunger to grow and improve their lives. Diba? And with that really comes a good mix of, you know, ideas and opportunities and being aggressive when it comes to doing business, and hopefully, you know, create a better working environment for the people that work for you and be more competitive.
Yeah, and you need to have the desire and the passion.
Yeah.
Passion to do what you like. So I would assume the reason why you entered this business because you love. Pwede ko ba sabihin, you love drinking or you love this particular liquor industry?
No, I saw it as an opportunity. And it was something that I was already familiar with. But again, starting this journey of creating this marketplace, we now envision and see our business to be something else also later on. Diba? So I think it's starting with something that was more, in my case, it was familiar to me. And we saw an opportunity in an industry that I was familiar with. But we're using it as a way or a test case in a sense, diba? To see, you know, what else we can do.
Yeah, so you already have your strength over that particular industry and you capitalize on that. So for your business growth, no? Would you suggest to our entrepreneurs that they should study also, say yung iba, diba, they're going to school for entrepreneurship, study the whole aspect of business para ma-lessen yung risk. Diba?
Yeah, I think, diba, any courses that you can do in terms of entrepreneurship, for me, I I believe in the simplest and easiest form is YouTube.
YouTube. Okay.
There's YouTube
they browse on
University.
YouTube. Yeah.
You know, there's so many YouTube videos about creating businesses and developing businesses, or even having the mentality and mindset of creating a business. Diba? Of course, take it with a grain of salt pa rin. Don't believe everything that you see on TV. Diba?
Baka may mga fake news
Of
dyan.
course naman. Diba? But I think there's so many resources for us to keep on learning. And there shouldn't be an excuse for us to say or to not learn.
Oh, lalo na ngayon,
Diba?
ang dami na, di ba? When you go, and how about AI? So let's, technology, di ba? How about AI? Can the entrepreneurs be help or useful ba sa kanila ang AI natin sa ngayon?
I think AI is helpful, but do not depend on it. Again, if you become dependent on it, then it kind of replaces you. But I think there's a lot of opportunity with AI, but use it as a resource. But don't fully depend on AI. And if there's a way that AI can help your business also through enhancements and developments and by all means, diba? Go for it and do it, diba?
Yeah.
But I don't think you should be totally dependent on it.
Use it to complement, to help your business grow, but don't be dependent, according to Ito. So do you have any advice or motivational words for our listeners, especially for aspiring entrepreneurs? So, gusto ko silang sabihan na imbitahan mo sila to sa industry mo, but then they will become your competitor, right? But again, give them some inspirational remarks.
Yeah, like for me, if you have a burning desire to make something, do it. Diba? Just do it.
Just do it.
Just do it. Diba? Don't look back. Just do it. It's as simple as that.
Kita niya, napakasimple lang ng tip ni Ito, di ba? Walang kahirap-hirap. Just do it. Don't be afraid to diversify your business. So, siya po, from an online business now to a marketplace. Kita niyo, in a span of 3 years. So, we have so much learnings from this entrepreneurs. Ang ating pong guest, si Mr. Ito Zamora. Thank you so much, Ito,
Thank you
for being guest of DWIZ, Sulong na Bayan, Envoys, and Entrepreneurs. So, next week, Tuesday, stay tuned. Meron na mo tayong exciting guests sa ating entrepreneurs segment. So, magtatapos na po ang ating programa. Next program, Life Balance with the Real, Justin and Gia Rafael. Good night, everyone, and Merry Christmas to all.
Si Miss Loli Acosta, Sulong na Bayan sa DWIZ 882. Ang programang ito